What if I told you that Saudi Arabia is planning a city straight out of a science fiction movie, powered by AI, run entirely on renewable energy, and costing over $1 billion to build? Welcome to Oxagon, Saudi Arabia's bold new vision for the future. A city that floats, learns, thinks, and operates like nothing we've ever seen before. This isn't just another luxury real estate project in the desert. Oxagon is part of the country's larger Neom initiative, a massive futuristic zone designed to transform the Saudi economy and possibly the way humans live in cities. Today, we're breaking down exactly what Oxagon is, how it plans to work, what makes it so radical, and whether it actually stands a chance of becoming real. So, what exactly is Oxagon? Oxagon is planned as an octagon-shaped floating city located on the Red Sea and built as part of Neom, Saudi Arabia's $500 billion mega vision for the future. It's expected to be the largest floating structure in the world, combining smart logistics, advanced robotics, and clean industry, all powered by 100% renewable energy. At its core, it will serve as a high-tech industrial hub, but with residential areas, schools, ports, and even high-speed transit systems. The goal? To become the most advanced port and logistics platform on Earth, a place where goods, data, and ideas move faster than anywhere else. Here's where things get really futuristic. Oxagon will run on a fully integrated AI-powered operating system, managing everything from traffic to energy consumption in real time. It will use automated vehicles, robotics, and digital twin technology, meaning the entire city will have a virtual mirror that updates live, helping engineers and systems optimize performance instantly. Factories inside Oxagon are designed to be self-operating, using robotics and predictive maintenance systems. Think Tesla gigafactories, but on water and 10 times smarter. And yes, they plan to use hydrogen as a clean fuel source, with Oxagon becoming a global leader in green hydrogen production. But why is Saudi Arabia investing so heavily in a floating city? It all ties into Vision 2030, Saudi Arabia's plan to diversify its economy away from oil. The country knows that the future isn't just about energy, it's about innovation. Oxagon isn't just a city, it's a message that Saudi Arabia wants to be a global leader in tech, logistics, and sustainability. They're betting big, and while Oxagon is estimated at $1 billion, the entire Neom project could cost upwards of $500 billion. Now, before we all pack our bags and move into this floating paradise, let's talk reality. There are serious challenges ahead. The scale of construction is unprecedented. Floating cities come with engineering risks due to rising sea levels and harsh weather. And of course, there's the question of execution. Many mega projects in the Gulf region have been delayed, scaled down, or quietly abandoned. Critics argue that Oxagon may never live up to the hype. Others say the money could be better spent fixing existing infrastructure. So what do you think? Is Oxagon the future of urban life? Or just a billion-dollar dream? If you're fascinated by cities of the future, high-stakes engineering, and massive human ambition, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We break down the boldest ideas shaping tomorrow, every single week. Oxagon is bold, it's risky, it's expensive, but it's also a symbol of what might be possible when a nation is willing to rethink everything. Whether it becomes a fully functioning city or ends up as a lesson in over-ambition, one thing's for sure, we're witnessing a new era of city building, and the world is watching. This isn't just urban planning. This is imagination, scaled to the extreme.
Under the scorching sun of the Red Sea, a structure begins to take shape. It is not a platform nor an artificial island. It is something new, an immense, precise geometry stretching over the water like a mirage forged from steel, glass, and vision. From afar, it appears to float effortlessly, as if defying gravity were part of its very design. But up close, every line, every surface, every glint of its reflection tells a different story. The story of a nation that decided to reinvent itself, from desert to ocean. Oxagon is not merely a project, it is a declaration, a promise to the future, and perhaps a test for the present. Designed to be the world's largest floating structure, this city aims to erase the boundaries between industry and sustainability, between technology and nature. Its octagonal form is no accident. It is a symbol of balance, of a new order seeking to unite efficiency with harmony. Everything that happens within its boundaries is calculated, automated, orchestrated by algorithms that learn from the very environment that sustains them. From above, Oxagon glows like a luminous circuit laid upon the sea. Thousands of sensors monitor every pulse of energy, every shift in the wind, every degree of temperature. Nothing is wasted. Factories communicate with one another like neurons. Homes adjust their energy consumption according to the hour and the tide. Maritime routes are optimized by artificial intelligence down to the second. There is no traffic, no smoke, no noise beyond the electric whisper of the future. In this floating laboratory, industry breathes. There are no smokestacks or pollution. Instead, wind turbines turn gently on the horizon, and solar panels float like mechanical flowers across the water. Green hydrogen flows through invisible pipelines, powering everything. From the drones patrolling its perimeter to the silent maglev trains gliding along its edges. Every component is designed not only for autonomy, but for purpose. Oxagon doesn't just aim to be efficient, it aspires to be conscious. Beneath the surface, underwater structures form the foundation of this floating city. Titanium steel columns descend hundreds of meters, anchoring into the seabed with almost surgical precision. There, robots work in silence, monitoring pressure, corrosion, and current flows. The city floats, but it is not adrift. It is alive, tethered to the sea like a biotechnological creature that learns from its surroundings. Night in Oxagon is a symphony of light. Luminous drones trace patterns over the water, guiding autonomous vessels arriving with materials or departing laden with products. The streets, if they can be called that, are suspended walkways lined with bioluminescent vegetation that filters the air and converts carbon dioxide into pure oxygen. From above, the city appears as a liquid jewel, a constellation of human energy spread across the sea. But the most astonishing thing is not what you see, it's what you feel. Oxagon was conceived not only to function, but to inspire. Its purpose goes beyond industry. It is a manifesto of possibility. In a world growing hotter, facing scarcity and overpopulation, here something different is being attempted. A form of architecture that doesn't fight nature, but floats with it. An economy that relies not on oil, but on intelligence. A civilization that expands not by destroying, but by creating space where none existed before. At the heart of Oxagon, the air has a different texture. There are no roaring engines, no dangling wires, only the constant hum of energy flowing through invisible systems. Sensors capture every movement, learning, predicting, correcting. The city adjusts itself, as if it were aware. If one section consumes too much energy, the flow is redirected. If the wind shifts, the turbines rotate in unison. If a tide rises, the structure compensates its balance. No human hands operate control panels. Everything responds in real time, guided by a neural network connecting every corner to the whole. Yet beyond its technical perfection, Oxagon raises deeper questions. Can a city without history have a soul? Can a space designed by algorithms evoke emotion? Planners say yes, that its beauty lies in its purpose, that every line was drawn not only for efficiency but to inspire, that within its geometry lies poetry and within its precision, art, and perhaps they're right. Because what happens here is not just architecture, it's an experiment in what it means to be human in the age of automation. The project is not without doubts. Many see it as an impossible dream, a monument to ambition rather than progress. Building a floating city at this scale entails challenges bordering on the absurd. Materials capable of withstanding saltwater corrosion for decades, fully self-sufficient energy systems, artificial ecosystems that must harmonize with natural ones. Any miscalculation could turn utopia into ruin. But behind every criticism lies an unavoidable truth. Someone has to try, and that is precisely what Oxagon represents, the attempt, the leap without a safety net toward a different model of existence. For centuries, humanity has spread across the land. Now it seeks to conquer the sea, not with ships, but with cities. Here, where desert meets water, a new era begins. Oxagon's builders envision a place where data becomes instant decisions, where vehicles produce no emissions, and where waste is fully recycled. Every building will be intelligent, every wall responsive to weather, every home connected to a network that anticipates needs before they're spoken. It will be an environment that foresees, adapts, and evolves. As the project advances, a larger idea begins to emerge. Oxagon might not be an exception, but the first model of many. If successful, coastal nations around the world could replicate it, building self-sustaining floating cities in seas that today know only shipping lanes and oil rigs. Imagine a planet where oceans are not boundaries, but habitable territories, where infrastructure doesn't invade nature, but accompanies it. From the shores of Saudi Arabia to the rest of the world, this vision spreads like a wave of change, reinvention, and courage. Because beyond its cost, its scale, or its algorithms, Oxygen carries a question that echoes through every civilization. Can we redesign the way we live without repeating the mistakes of the past? The water gently laps against the metallic base of the structure, a reminder that nature still has the final word. And yet, upon that same surface, engineers are building something that seems to defy time. A city that does not sink, does not age, but adapts and learns. A testament to the most advanced version of the human spirit. Not the one that conquers, but the one that collaborates. When night falls over Oxygen and its lights shimmer across the sea, it will be hard to tell where technology ends and nature begins. Perhaps that is the true goal, to fuse the two until they become one. So the city floats not only on water, but on the very idea of the impossible. And if one day, on the horizon of the Red Sea, a luminous figure appears moving slowly through the waves, it will be neither a ship nor a port. It will be Oxygen, breathing, thinking, growing. An organism of steel and light heralding the dawn of a new era. An era where the future is not imagined, it is built. And when humanity looks back, it will remember that it all began here, in the desert, with an idea so improbable it seemed like fiction. A billion-dollar city that dreamed of floating and did.